Now, as I've said before, I'm not a mechanic in any way, shape or form, so I do make mistakes when doing stuff on my cars. And I'm happy to show them because, again, I'm not a mechanic, so I can get away with doing dumb shit and it doesn't matter. So a couple of videos ago, I did front wheel bearings on the Evo here. Now, when I was doing up the sway bar link onto the lower control arm, these have aluminium lower control arms. Actually, a few of the arms in these are aluminium alloy. One of the 14mm bolts I felt go in tight and it still went all the way in, and I thought I sort of just left it, and then a few times it's been on my mind, like, did it thread? So I thought I'm gonna pull those two bolts back out and I'm just gonna run a tap through them and clean up the bolts and put them back through, because I just couldn't get it off my mind. And this is what happened when I ran a tap through it. Just a bit gunked up. So as you can see, they must have gone in crooked. They went in fine, they were just a bit tight. They were very tight coming out, so I knew something was wrong. So I'm happy to show mistakes. I will never cut that sort of stuff out. Everyone makes mistakes. You just gotta go back and fix it. And we're on our way again to Minnie's paint panels this week. A few things going on. Minnie's brother Daniel is doing some stuff on his car. That white VN, I don't know if a lot of people remember, that I pulled apart, I'm gonna say a year ago to get painted at Minnie's. That car is now painted and I think they're gonna start assembling it. Minnie's brother Daniel, who built my VN engine, is doing some cleanup on the front end and engine for that VN. The 5 litre going back in that car, just some cleanup stuff, paint a few bits and pieces and a bit of maintenance. And that engine's gonna go back in the car. I don't know if it'll be on this video because I got to duck out today and maybe come back. So who knows, this is gonna be a shambles of a video, but we will see what happens.
Actually quite clean, to be honest. I reckon just need to mad wash. I've got degreaser and hose and everything there, then we can clean all this crap up.
Alright, what are you doing today, Daniel?
We're giving this motor a wash.
So this engine,
So I'll wash this and put it back in that VN.
if you remember ages ago, I did a video on this car. I reckon it was like a year ago.
Yeah, it wasn't ago.
I was stripping this car down and it's finally painted. I'm gonna say this is the best paint job to come out of this shop.
Yeah.
Apart from your car. This came up grouse. It's like a glass.
Yeah, the exhaust.
Engine bay, yeah, engine bay. I mean, exhaust is
Looks like a
cactus.
rat's been eating it.
That's for cact. Engine bay. So Daniel's cleaning, resealing, doing whatever else, which is going to be super satisfying because look at it. I swear I would start a business just like cleaning things.
Yeah.
It'd be so satisfying. Like you need like a diesel hot gurney for this thing.
To be honest, a lot of it should actually blow straight off. It looks dustier than it is because it's all the dust from the shop on the
Yeah,
wheel.
yeah. Are you gonna get it back in today?
I would like to. So there we go.
That's not gonna happen.
Depends on how big the watch is.
How much of this degreaser have you got?
Oh, that's I've got a manifold that side on it. Just soak the cunt on with you. Like,
How does it feel to be a GTR owner?
do not put this in a fucking video.
Wow! You couldn't screw your plates on properly? Couldn't screw your plates on properly? What a purchase. Wow, wait. So you haven't seen it yet?
No.
Woo!
Like, yeah, but that's a different story. Because if you can keep it in a clean garage.
Are you happy with how that came out?
Yeah,
It was like 3 hours of cleaning.
we still need to like paint up a few things and
All this crap going back in. And here's a better look at the VN. This paint job is off its head. And actually, while I'm here, at least with this car I can see how to pull the column out. I can see how to pull the column out. Because I reckon I'm gonna have to pull the column out of my car. So one on each side here, one here. Doesn't look too bad, kinda. What a paint job. Ugh. I'm so scared to touch this thing. Yeah,
I
hang
forget.
Woo! It's not that big for a barrow, is it?
Yeah. It'd be responsive though.
I actually need something else. I think it's on Paul's toolbox. There should be a drill, like my red drill.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Against the wall. Man, there ain't no damn red drill here. Ah. This looks like a disaster waiting to happen. Yeah.
See, there's one, it's highlighted the top and then there's one highlighted the bottom.
Key. There's
That's
only
on
one
the
key.
So you flick the key either way. See on the
Oh
picture,
yeah. So you want it highlighted top
highlight
or
the
bottom?
top, so that should enable this control panel.
So while I'm here, may as well show you what cool cars are here at the moment. R33 GTR, S14, VN, Supra over there. Oh, I missed it, but that went so fast.
It's really wobbly.
Dude, you should have seen the last one. It was a third of the size of that.
Why is it wobbly? You're gonna hang off this. Fucking no way.
You might have to count one.
Datsun 1600.
It should be right. I should just have to do it. I think you go like
A lot of people will know this car from JDM Industries. This, from memory, runs 6s. 2JZ, Tommy Mac and an Evo. Oof. JZX 100. Big tyre on this thing. 275 parachute. The Keeper R31 with the barrier in it. And if you watch Jason's channel, this car had a bit of a mishap at Winton not long ago. I'll insert the video here if he doesn't mind. Big side impact. And the cage in this thing is pretty insane. And there's obviously some suspension stuff going on under here. Wow, these guards are huge. S15, Daniels R32, VL, 2 Datsuns in the corner, R32, the Celica, VN SS, which is what that engine's for, R32, Muskie's VL Calais, I think there's another VL under here. Yep. And this looks like an R32 going by the front. Yep, and R32. So that's everything that's here at the moment. A little bit to the left.
What?
It's
fucking tight.
Nah, that's spot on. Yeah, jam some screws in there. Close enough. Alright, back over here. You know a car's serious when it's got a huge exhaust sticking out the side. Wow. Now that's a cage. That's serious. Looks super uncomfortable, but funnily enough, Anthony actually did this car before he had this shop. This was a home job, respray. And it's still holding up. How confident are you that this is going to work? Why is it every video from here there's something dodgy? Like every time. So you're gonna lift this whole running gear with the hoist and sit it onto this. Oh my god.
Like, to be honest, it'd be good for me to work at this far. Can we just leave like this for a bit? Yeah.
So this dodgy concoction we got here is the engine for this VN SS. This is so dodgy. So all Daniel's doing to this, a few cleanup things, like this was caked in grease. Painting a few bits and pieces, clean everything up, gasket kit, reseal the whole engine, and back in she could go, because apparently she was a pretty good runner beforehand.
Some of that bearing.
So I actually had to duck out for a few hours, so we'll see what got done on this car while I was gone. And John's GDR is now up on stand, so who the hell knows what's going on there. This was a perfectly running driving car when I came here. What are you doing?
Cutting the backing plate. Don't put this in the video.
I thought you were chopping the springs.
Yeah, hold the wheel in your pocket.
If you double spanner it, should be
Whoa.
Don't get too close.
Dude. Looks a million times better.
I haven't done the rocker covers and intake
Obviously,
yet,
yeah. That's intake.
Fucking hell.
but we vape behind it.
Dude.
Yeah, right behind it, yeah. Oh, it looks a million times better. How much better with the K-frame and everything on? Wow, wait.
So he's gonna stand 100.
Come down, the other's gonna come
Me,
down.
you go that side.
You go there.
You realise he's the only, he's got kids, yeah?
I don't give a fuck, it's his hoist, it's his shot.
The hoist ain't gonna fall, I put it up. It's the worst.
That's exactly why you're going underneath. Ready? Yeah.
Fucking pretty good. I don't know until we get closer.
When we get close, nah, this steering shaft's gonna, we've got to come forward a little bit.
Come forward.
We need someone fucking at the back.
Under the car.
Like on this side,
Someone's got to line
at the
that
steering
shaft up
shaft and
as it
stuff.
goes in.
Yeah, go. And this is what we stuffed in my car and ruined the column.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you
The
don't.
motor's going up and the struts aren't, so it's probably because the arms are dropping.
Yeah, they are.
So probably don't worry about the struts actually, they probably won't have Keep going up, Johnny.
Are you on the K-frame or the? You're on the K-frame, you're not.
Just on the sun.
Nah,
Is your back bolt alright, Chris?
My
the-
back bolt.
The trans is fucking hitting something.
Yeah, it's a big jam, hang on. That's alright. I'm literally about to go in, up here.
I'm nowhere near, so I must be
We know-
tilting way to my side.
Your side must be tilted
Jack
up.
up again, John, just quickly, give us a response.
Now it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So
It's just
But I'm still way off.
once you get it in, it'll. It's like it's not even.
Whoa. You can't get it out of the way. The jack's in the center of it.
You gotta leave it. You gotta leave it. Hang on.
Put the nuts in the subframe.
Yeah, have we got another nut for here?
Everyone lift one corner, get a nut on the other corner. Yeah, we just did that on that side.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
It's just hanging by one bolt on this side, yeah?
Yeah.
Pull that frame out.
Alright, now put the jack and you can go down.
Go!
You reckon, Chris?
I got a washer for my teeth.
Alright, I'm good. You just gotta zap it. That'll go up and zap it, whatever you want to do.
All four on, just put a couple of threads.
Daniel.
No, just a couple of threads.
Oh, just leave it hang there. You alright?
Yeah, they're
When
on.
you put on the back, you wind it hard. Yeah,
Hopefully my feeling's still good.
I'd like to get this back one a little bit more.
That's alright, it's fine. I'll put the struts on.
I'll just put the gearbox ones in as well. That's it.
You motherfuckers are...
Hang on, let me take a photo. Daniel? Hang on.
John laughs at me. Not John. Troy laughs at me because I'm waiting to put the hoist up and he's putting the arms under it.
Alright, okay.
You've put me on the spot now.
Did you forget what you were saying?
Go up.
Fucking hell, meaty.
Holy
Not bad for a day's work. Good job.
Considering we fluffed around
Good job. Back her up. So back to the VN. This is the extent of this crank seal oil leak the day after it got tuned. As you can see, it is everywhere. The fan on the dyno blew the oil all the way back, so I've got a bit of cleaning to do. So I had an inkling of what I thought this knock in the steering was. I actually noticed it probably halfway on my way to getting the car tuned. I started getting a bit of a knock in the front when you hit the brakes or accelerated. And then I really noticed it when I was outside the car and Frank was putting it on the dyno, and every time you sort of hit the brake or reversed, you could just see the wheel move in the wheel well, and it had like a clicking noise. I thought 100% it's got something to do with caster rods if it's moving forward and back. So something just has to be loose, and this is what I found. So this is the 30mm nut here for the caster rod, which on the other end here on the front of the K-frame you tighten or loosen to move the caster of the wheel forward or back. And I haven't touched this. Well, for starters, the washer's loose, so that shows it's not tight. That was very, very loose, so I'm 99% sure that was the problem, because nothing else has any play in it. I've had a pry bar on every bush, everything's brand new, wheel bearings are fine. Look, if that doesn't fix it, then I got no idea. And a big oil cleanup while I'm under here. I do have a brand new crank seal, so we'll do that as soon as possible, but for now all the oil is all cleaned off. At least if there's oil dripping out, you know there's oil in there. Now, since doing the new front and rear bars on this car finally, obviously I lost the pinstripe when I removed the bars, because these were black and they had the pinstripe done on them, so I want to put that back on. So I've again bought the Rare Spares pinstripe kit, which is to suit the VN. That's the part number if anyone needs it. I'm going to give the front a thorough clean because I had some trouble with it sticking last time I did it, and on a mate's car. Hopefully it's a bit better because these are unpainted and just bare clean plastic. They do come with straight ends, so I have chopped the ends on an angle to contour with the bar. So we'll see how we go there. Third time lucky. So last time the problem I had, it's like the tape on top was stickier than the sticker itself. So when you try to peel this clear tape off the top after you'd applied the sticker to the bumper, it would pull the pinstripe with it. So look, I'm no sign writer, so I don't know what the process is. The instructions with the stickers say stick it on, peel the tape off. But that's what I had problems with last time, so I cleaned it a lot better this time. I went over the front bumper with the hairdryer just to give it a little bit of heat because it's freezing here today. And I'm gonna go over the top again with a little bit of heat. I don't know, hopefully it just softens the top and that peels off easier, but we're about to find out. So I could stuff this for the third time. Alright, so from my personal experience, I can say heat works. Peeled off way easier than the other 2 times I've done this. So for me, that is the way to go. So just to show you, this is what was happening last time. So as you can see, it's not sticking to the bar properly. So when you peel the clear tape off the top, it actually pulls it back off. So you've got to go along with it and try and run your finger to pull it back down. So a bit of a pain in the ass. The front didn't do it, but the rear is. So hopefully the sides don't, because they're the biggest pain in the ass with the sort of the big corner on it. Random question here, guys. If you have me on Instagram, you would see. But this is what I'm dealing with at the moment. Now, I cleaned this up 2 days ago, and it's all from these trees from next door. What would you do in this situation? Because when I clean all this up, all the way out, all across here, it fills my empty bin in one shot. So I can't do this every week, or else I can't even fit rubbish in my bin. So very random question here, but what would you do in this situation? Because it's really, really annoying, and they're not my trees. And we're all done, front and rear. Was a bit of a pain, the rear, to be honest. It's not the straightest, but it's as good as I can get it. The front came out really good. I'm happy with the front. So yeah, that could be the end of this one for this week. I will see you guys next week.